What's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here, and we have some new Harley Quinn boss fight gameplay for Gotham Knights. So let's check it out.
Always wanted to do this.
Harley Quinn. Love the outfit.
Don't be rude! Mama's talking here.
Right before you start the Harley end of arc boss fight, which takes place in Gotham Hospital. Up until this moment, you've been pursuing Harley, you've been trying to figure out what she's up to. But of course, this is Harley Quinn, and she's up to no good in Gotham. And living your best life in this case means doing murderous and violent things. Right before the boss fight starts, you've finally figured out which part of the hospital she's in, and you're about to confront Harley about everything that she's been up to.
Well, that's how you're controlling them. Give it.
Nuh-uh. My toy.
Your game is over, Harley.
As if. This has been in the works since Blackgate. Welcome to my party!
Pretty boring party. Especially for you.
That's because I haven't lit a candle!
Oh, wow.
Now, let's play Nightbot. That's the ticket.
You ready?
Okay, Nightwing's got some interesting attacks here. Dodges.
Don't be shy.
Very acrobatic.
Play.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of what he's doing. He starts off with an elemental attack, which we know that certain gear is going to enable us to have various effects when we're fighting. And it's kind of cool. He's dragging the Eskrima stick across the ground in order to release that. He's kind of got a cryo effect there. And also, you know, one thing that we're discovering through a lot of this gameplay is that this game is more similar to Marvel's Spider-Man than it is to the Batman Arkham games. We're starting to see that really it's a dodgy game. Dodgy as in, you know, you're dodging a lot. And that you are dodging before you counterattack. So it's about getting a perfect dodge and then attacking immediately after said dodge, rather than simply just pressing a counterattack button as we're used to with the Arkham games. I don't know what that was. He kind of just flashed. He like chest bumped her and it stunned her. And then he's also shooting darts. An interesting. Oh, I love that. I love that daredevil kick is what I would liken that to. I mean, playing as Nightwing is going to feel very much like Daredevil. Oh, very nice. So, to look at that, he froze her. So he did a perfect dodge a couple of times here. We're really starting to see how the fights work. Is that you're not just mindlessly dodging all the time, it's about dodging at the exact right moments. So he froze her, got into a takedown, and boy, that takedown was beautiful.
Missed me.
I wonder how this is going to feel if there's two players in the game. Okay, I was wondering if he could trigger the bomb and hurt her. Really cool to see someone playing very precisely with this game. Oh, the drop kick. That's Oh, that was so smooth. Let's go back and see that again. Some perfect dodges, and then come in with the drop kick. She's frozen. With the kick.
You and pulling back.
I like the new outfit. It's something new. It's a different interpretation of Harley. This is still Tara Strong voicing her. Yeah, just look at that concept. It's a little more, you know, it's got all these straps and stitching, different patterns, you know, the high collar. It definitely has the Harley Quinn look, but she's kind of gone for like sort of a messy face paint and obviously a different hairstyle.
I almost forgot about my special surprise.
Harley!
Mama's got some stuff to do. You make sure to keep him here. Bye.
I believe it is Tara Strong, if I remember correctly. Alright, so now we got some goons to fight. And so once again, we're seeing that same move, sort of to stun people. Perfect dodge. So once again, the thing that makes, you know, the Arkham games, this game, Avengers, and Spider-Man very different, is that Avengers really doesn't give you this awareness of your total surroundings. I notice that the Arkham games and Spider-Man often pull back from the character so that you can kind of see a little bit of what's going on behind you, and that gives you these advantages to pull off perfect dodges that are a little more difficult in Avengers. I want to see him like throw the Eskrima sticks. I know we've seen that in previous combat situations.
Incoming! Did you miss me?
I don't know, this may be a different voice actress, because it really doesn't sound like her. Oh wow. Oh wow. Is my man breakdancing right now? I mean, it's really cool. So first he starts with spinning the Eskrima sticks, and then he just goes into like a breakdancing blizzard while his sticks spin around. That was really cool. Freezing Harley so he can deal with other stuff. I wonder how this plays out in like a co-op situation. Is this fight still fun, intense, or are you both just beating on Harley? You know, I hope fights are still interesting and dynamic, because this feels really good in terms of a single player fight. And this is obviously someone that's spent some time with the game and really understands perfect timing of dodges. You know, they're not just mashing buttons.
Not fast enough.
You know, they're not just hack and slashing here or anything. Cool, yeah. I like his dodges. I like his acrobatic moves. Okay, so once again, he's throwing out the same move. And she stopped it. And it looks like it's kind of soft highlighting whatever enemy that you're kind of aiming towards. So it's kind of locked on Harley right there. But then you'll kind of see as they kind of shift around the room a little bit, you'll see that white outline just gradually goes to other characters, which is kind of cool.
Party
to do this.
What the hell did I do?
You need to get out of here. Fast!
Hey, where you going? You can't leave yet.
So she had them all mind controlled.
Party's over, Harley.
Uh-oh.
Party's not over until I say it is.
For more from our Gotham Knights IGM first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay
Really cool.
or how the developers built.
And what?
So, what are my thoughts here? I kind of wish that the developers didn't reveal this. I think having Harley be a mystery in the game and not just showing off this big epic finale, it seems like a big spoiler to me. And obviously I knew I have the option to like not watch this, just not engage with more content for this game. But I'm actually quite pleased that I've seen what I've seen here, because it just further hypes me for the game. I think now that we're seeing the combat like this, it's finally, they're finally showcasing it in a way that they probably should have been from the start, because obviously the early gameplay they were showing was on like very easy difficulties, and they just weren't really showcasing the best of the AI and, you know, just like all the various mechanics that are in the game. I guess they weren't sure if they wanted to show off these different sort of heroic abilities that these heroes are using, and just how this whole critical dodge system works and everything else related to this. But yeah, I am kind of curious how this works out in co-op. And then obviously we saw the freeze meter show up here at the top to show that she was about to be completely frozen, so he could time that in the takedown there. And I love that he kind of like canceled out into a dodge right here. So he like did a dart thing and then quickly dodged off to the side. So it seems like the acrobatic and dodge mechanics are going to be quite vast. And obviously it looks like Nightwing has like a literal dodge combo, in the way that he can just do all sorts of varieties of flips, and he's not really just doing the same flip over and over and over. And the drop kick was really cool. I wish that were timed to have broken the ice. That would have been really cool. But I like the look of Harley, and it kind of looks like her makeup's kind of smudging off a little bit. And I think even this look for Nightwing is really cool. He's kind of got the long hair, and we're seeing a little bit of hair physics on him while he's fighting. So I don't know. I would have liked to seen some more variety here in his moves, and try to understand how he fights, because you know, we just only saw a few things here, but I'm certainly very impressed. Like, Batgirl seems to be a character I'm really interested in. Nightwing looks really interesting as well. You know, having watched a lot of Daredevil recently, I'm just seeing a lot of similar skills and moves between these two, especially the flip, the backflip kick there. Like, Daredevil has a lot of flips like that he combines with kicks. You know, just for ease of movement, he's always dodging and being very acrobatic. So it's really cool that this is kind of a multi-phase cinematic fight here. And I wonder what it's like on harder difficulties. Are there potentially more enemies based on how many players queue into this mission? You know, if it's a two-player fight, does it double up on the enemies? You know, how does the difficulty adapt to this? Would we set a high difficulty, or is difficulty only dictated by how good our gear is? Because I also don't want fights to be too easy. I also like this move. He did... So once again, showcasing his wide variety of acrobatics there, right? And then he does that massive leap, which I just think is really cool. And that appears to be his R1 and X ability that's down there at the bottom. We just saw it go big right here. Yeah, see? So it's been selected. Really cool. So Nightwing here is level 20, as we see on screen. Yeah, I really dig it. I mean, her voice is different, but maybe they're going for more of an aged Harley Quinn, you know? Because, I mean, this is after Batman. You know, Batman's probably been fighting these people for years, and now it's like this younger crew is taking over. Yeah, so Nightwing kind of has this mullet, which is really interesting. And then, of course, you can opt for, like, different masks. So if you want the wide-eyed look from the comics, then you can have that. It's pretty cool, the variety that they're giving us here in customization for each of these outfits. So you can add a little bit of variation here. And that's pretty cool. He's got kind of a stun attack. He's got the whirlwind. He's got the big jump. That was a really good attack. Actually, if we... Can we... Oh. Okay, hang on. Can we go back here? Because... Yeah, that dodge behind Harley. So I really hope that that was like a player input of like pressing the dodge button and then sort of moving the stick maybe to the left or forward. Or like diagonally to the left and forward. To sort of get behind her like that and get that kick that knocks her off balance. Once again, quite a look. I like the aesthetic here. I think even her gang looks pretty cool.
What the hell did I do?
You need to get out of here. Fast!
But yeah, thoughts are pretty good. I think the more I see of this game, the more impressed I am.
And you're about to confront Harley about everything that
Harley.
Yeah, the more impressed I am, the more I see from this game. Obviously, I think the models look really gorgeous, too. The lighting is great. So I'm impressed visually, and, you know, audio is good, of course. Gameplay is looking a lot more solid. You know, it's like I keep saying, the more I see of this game, the more I'm sold on it. I've currently pre-ordered it for the PC, and I believe we'll just go from there.
Has been in the works since Blackgate.
It's Blackgate. Okay, so probably there was some sort of breakout
Pretty boring party.
at Blackgate
Especially for you.
that we've seen some footage of early on in the game. But yeah, she's got the presentation, and it's kind of a different look and a different interpretation here. But yeah, the more I see this and the more I hear it,
Don't be shy. I want to play.
really think we're getting a different interpretation. I like those darts too. I'm kind of curious to see what different sort of power-ups we can use. You know, obviously we're seeing a lot of cryo here, and it seems like it kind of works really well, especially for Nightwing here. And I like the takedowns. I think they look good. You know, like they're not too perfect, you know? Like Nightwing sort of hits her with this, if we can go back, he kind of hits her with this takedown here. And that kick he does at the end, you know, he just kind of falls clumsily, and I kind of like that. It's not, you know, they're obviously incredibly skilled martial artists, but when you throw in something like that, you can kind of tell he's like exhausted and has to get back up, you know? It's like, you know, fights take a lot of energy out of you, so I mean, it's kind of cool to portray that in some of the stunt work here, I guess you would say. And obviously we see they opted, you know, in the customization of this outfit to really highlight the blue, really get into the blue. So if you wanted to go more black, you certainly can. I don't know. I really dig this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of this game? Have you seen enough footage? Are you excited? And which hero are you most excited to play as? I would say probably Batgirl is most exciting to me, but I think Nightwing and Red Hood would follow up after that. I just haven't seen enough of Robin, and I'm not like the biggest Robin fan to begin with, but I think his teleportation could be interesting as well. But I'm glad that they're kind of going around and showcasing different bits of gameplay, and obviously we have a couple of weeks left until the game comes out. That's going to be October 21st, so be sure to check out the channel for more Gotham Knights gameplay. As soon as we get this game, I'm going to be playing it quite a bit. So thank you all for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more Gotham Knights coverage and any of our other games, podcasts, and live streams. Take care. We'll see you next time.